boys and girls, and all of God's children. Welcome to the Church School Neighborhood. I'm Sister Angie Spears, the excited Church School Superintendent. What a wonderful, wonderful lesson we have for you today. As you know, the title of our quarter is The Testimony of Faithful Witnesses. Today's lesson is titled Mary, the Mother of Jesus. Our lesson comes from Luke chapter 2, John chapter 2, and also John chapter 19. What a wonderful, wonderful lesson this is. In this lesson, there's 3 different scriptures that we're looking at. One of them is about Mary when she has the baby Jesus, and the shepherds come and they tell her how it is that they found out about the baby, that God, the angels, had spoken to them and told them to follow the star. And it says that as Mary listens to them, she ponders this in her heart. Our very special word for the day is ponder. Ponder. Do you know what that word means, boys and girls? Because it's not a word that you and I use very often, is it? Ponder means to think about something, to really think about something, and then make a decision. Let's read that exact verse. Again, it comes from Luke chapter 2, verse 19. And it's after the shepherds have come and they have told Mary just how it is that they found the baby Jesus. Mary treasured all these words and pondered them in her heart. We're going to come back to that memory verse. The other 2 lessons that you'll hear about today in your church school class, it's the one where Jesus does his first miracle, where he turns the water into wine. His mother Mary is there, and she tells the people that are around, do whatever he says to do. And then in our third part of our lesson today, we'll find that Jesus now is on the cross, and he looks at his mother and he tells the disciple that from now on, I want you to treat my mother as if she is your mother. But in every time that we meet Mary, Mary is faithful. Even the things that she doesn't understand, she ponders them, she thinks about them, and she trusts God. When we talk about that word ponder, Daisy has the very, very best example. What did you share with us, Daisy? Daisy says that last year she had an opportunity. It was last summer. A friend asked Daisy, what did she ask you, Daisy? If she could come to the beach and stay with her family for a week. What would that have meant? Oh my goodness, a whole week of fun at the beach. They could build sandcastles. They could get ice cream more than once a day. There were rides at the beach, funnel cakes, and no chores to do. What a great invitation. And she was like, Daisy, please, please, please say yes. Well, Daisy had a decision to make because she remembered that was the same week that her music teacher, Mrs. Taylor, had reserved to spend extra time with Daisy, teaching her some songs so that she would be really good on the piano for a recital. And Mrs. Taylor had said, oh, I've put everything, I've rescheduled things, Daisy. You're going to come over and it's just going to be you and I, and we're going to go through these things and go through them until you really have got it down pat. I want you to be your best. So Daisy had a decision to make. Daisy pondered, should I go with my friend to the beach for the week, no chores, ice cream anytime I want? Or should I keep my commitment with Mrs. Taylor? What did you decide to do, Daisy? Daisy did the right thing. She decided, she told her friend, I can't go, I have another commitment. She studied with Mrs. Taylor, and my goodness, what a wonderful payoff it was. Daisy did so well in the recital. She got a standing ovation. Mrs. Taylor bought her roses. Daisy's mom bought her roses. And afterwards, Daisy's mom was approached by one of the people that was there and asked if Daisy could come overseas next year to Switzerland to play piano. Of course, her mother will go with her, but what a wonderful, wonderful opportunity. I'm so glad that you didn't make a quick decision, Daisy, that you really thought about it and you made the right decision. Congratulations, Daisy. Let's go back to our memory verse. The memory verse is Luke chapter 2, verse 19. Mary treasured all these words and pondered them in her heart. Mary, the mother of Jesus. Let's say that again. Mary treasured all these words and pondered them in her heart. Do you think you can fill that in when some of the words are missing? Let's see. Mary treasured all these words and pondered them in her heart. Great job. Excellent, excellent. I know you're going to enjoy this lesson when you're in your church school class. We trust that you will be with us on next week. Next week, our lesson is titled Thomas, the Honest Doubter. And our lesson is going to come from John chapter 11, chapter 14, chapter 20, and chapter 21. It's going to be a great, great lesson. Until then, God bless you. Have a blessed week. Bye-bye.